We're walking down a very dark path. It's not alarmist, but walking down a very dark path that isolates the United States on the world stage and as a consequence endangers, not strengthens, endangers American interests in the American people. I really feel incredibly strongly that the women and men sitting before me, who have been the intellectual backbone of the foreign policy establishment in this country for decades, we have to start to speak out. President Obama and I have been very quiet and respectful, giving the administration time. But some of these roots are being sunk too deeply. I believe it's time to challenge some of the dangerous assumptions that are attempting to be replace that liberal world order. The appeal to populism and nationalism is a siren song, a way for charlatans to aggrandize their power, raise themselves up, break down those mechanisms that are designed within our Constitution internationally to limit the abuse of power and destabilize the world. Rather than building a shared narrative of freedom and democracy that inspires nations to unite in common goals, this administration casts global affairs in a dog-eat-dog competition. Like it's a competition who gets that plot to build the new high-rise building. Among the many problems plaguing this administration's foreign policy, ideological incoherence, inconsistent and confusing messaging, erratic decision-making, unwillingness or inability to solve problems caused by understaffing. When's the last time you're at the State Department? You can stand on the 7th floor and yell and hear an echo. No, you think I'm kidding. It's irresponsible. It's this brand of zero-sum thinking that I find the most disturbing and dangerous. The President's vision, in contrast, is grounded on a disturbing admiration for autocrats and an apparent faith that the world will mistake bluster and bullying for strength. To stand in the well of the General Assembly and wave the flag of narrow nationalism while warning of a future vulnerable to, quote, decay, dominion, and defeat, end of quote, marks a dangerous revision of political small-mindedness that led the world to consume itself in 2 world wars in the last century. And so far, President Trump has been unwilling to call out Putin for Russia's meddling even in our own democratic process or criticize his actions. Think of that. Think of the signal it sends around the world, for God's sake.